So hello and welcome back to our channel Study with Jasmine and Sai. Today in this video we shall learn about the tenses. So tenses is a category of verbal inflection expressing the time at, during or over which a state or action denoted by a verb occurs. Here we have three types of tenses: past, present and future. So past tense express action, activity and the state of being in the past. That we are working in the past and the action has been done in the past only. Simple past expresses the idea that an action started and finished at a specific time in the past. Means it started in past and it get finished in the past. So it is a past idea, past thing that has happened. Henry arrived at the airport. That is a past thing that Henry has arrived. Means he has arrived, he has gone some time. So it is in past. I finished my lunch, went to the beach and I found a nice place to swim. I finished my lunch. That was done in the past. I went to the beach. That was also done in the past and found a nice place to swim. Here he is telling about the trip that he was going maybe. Richard studied astronautical engineering for 3 years. Okay, so here the action was started before the 3 years and it got finished in the last of the 3 years, but it was the past action. Eric was shy as a child, but now he is very outgoing. Means Eric was shy when he was a child, but when he is become uh, old young when he's become young, now he is outgoing. Means past, he is in the past but now he is dead. Means past to present form. Dinosaur were once the dominant terrestrial vertebrates animals. Means once we all know that dinosaur not exist in this present but it was exist in past, so that action was done in the past. Okay, next. So when we put the when clause always happen first. Okay, when clause is same at beginning or at the end of the sentences, we can put it so that we can make it a past sentence. She answered my question when I paid her $1. That was in the last. I have put in the last when I paid her $1. Now I will put it in the beginning. When I paid her $1, she answered my question. Now when clause can also be taken in the last of the sentence and the beginning of the sentence. Here pay an answer, and in the first sentence when has put it an answer that I paid her $1, and in the second sentence that the pay means firstly I paid then he answered me. Okay, means in the first sentence we have that when we pay her then he answers. The second sentence when we answer then he pay. We use past continuous to indicate that a longer action in the past was interrupted, and the interruption is usually a shorter action in the simple past. Okay, means we have to use the past tense that having a longer action was done and it has a small interruption or shorter action, that was the simple past. We were driving through the desert when our car suddenly broke down. Means we were driving, that was a continuous action in the past, but suddenly an interruption comes, that becomes a simple past. When our car suddenly broke down. Here we have used the when also. Here we have past continuous and here we have simple past. When it is done and small interruption comes, then we will use simple past. Okay, next. When I walked into the office, several people were busy in typing. That was done. Means past continuous is going on and some were talking on the phone and the boss was yelling and customers were waiting to be helped. Now here the all work is done with the past continuous. Nothing is done in the simple past. The past perfect express the idea that something occurred before another action. Means one action was being maybe happened in the future and something that occurred before that action in the past, and it can also show that something happened before a specific time in the past. Means through a specific time before one thing happens, that goes in the past only. Tony knew Istanbul so well because he had visited the city several times. Now, how he knows that it is good? Because he had visited the city several times. They felt bad about selling the house. They felt without selling because they had owned it more than 40 years. Now, one action before for more than 40 years. So before this, what happened? That selling the house. So it get something happens on that action before that. She never saw a bear before she moved to Alaska. Okay. Okay, so now she never saw a bear before she moved to Alaska. Means one action that she moved to Alaska, but before that she never saw a bear. That was one action. Use the past perfect continuous to show that something started in the past and continued up until another time in the past. Means to show that something that was started in the past and continued up to the till time in the past. James had been teaching at the university for more than a year before it left for Asia. Now it had been means started in the past. Doing for many years. After that it was ended in the past also. Okay. The motorcycle had been belonging to George for years before Tina bought it. Now here one action was happening with full, and after that before it done. For many years it was done, but after that before Tina bought it. Non-continuous verb had belonged. यहाँ पर there is non-continuous verb that cannot be used in any continuous tense. Also certain non-continuous meaning for the mixed verb cannot be used in the continuous tenses. Instead of using past perfect continuous with these verbs, you must use past perfect. Okay. Non-continuous verb are usually things you cannot see somebody doing. Means non-continuous verb are those that we can see that someone is doing this. These verbs are rarely used. Means very less it is used in continuous tense. Means these are non-continuous are the abstract verbs, possessive verbs, emotion verbs. Abstract verbs like to be, to want, to cause, to seem, to need, to care, to contain, to own, etc. Possession verb to possesses, to own, to billing that we have done in our last example. Emotion verb to like, to love, to hate, to dislike, to fear, etc. Okay, next is a mixed verb. Have more than one thing. Means having more than one meaning in the sentence. In a way, each meaning is a unique verb. Or here, more than one meaning will be there, and all the meaning has a unique verb. Some meaning behave like non-continuous verb, while other behaves like the normal verbs. Mixed verbs are to appear, to feel, to have, to hear, to look, to see, to wait, etc. So that was all about the past tense. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you like this video. Then please like, share and comment also.